Yo, we're gonna see who's gonna step into the building. See if I get some eyes on me today. No, I was supposed to be in here yesterday. Wasn't feeling well, but we're gonna see. We're gonna still do a show, even if one person pull up. But so this is a bit of a short show, y'all. This is a bit of a short show. Want to give my thoughts and my take on what's about to happen. What we're gonna be waiting on. I know a lot of us is like itching. We're gonna be itching, right? Gonna be itching. What's good, guys? Boy, I was GA Texas. Boy, I was popping. I just wanna come over here. I was like tired. Under the weather yesterday. So that's why I ain't seeing me down. I'm gonna try to make that short, sweet, simple. You know what I'm saying? Just talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So give y'all my take. So we're gonna get the show started. So we lit, we live, we out here. You know what I'm saying? With your boy the Lochness, Welcome in to it's not Tuesday, let's talk about it. It's Wednesday night. Told you I'm still tired. Will the Atlanta Falcons fans trust the process? That's what I wanted to talk about. Like we talked about how everybody wanted we wanted Raheem gone. We want him fired. We want some people was calling for Terry Fontenot. And for a minute, I was just like, what? But then Terry's gone. I ain't seen nothing. Richmond K gone. I ain't seen nothing about Zach Robinson. Yeah, Richmond K is gone. I ain't seen nothing about Zach Robinson. We said we had Raheem handcuffed to OC, right? I like how they got this now. Now I can see y'all messages come in on the screen right here. I ain't even gotta go all the way up here to the comments. I can just see them. It says McKay is gone. What's good, Lochness? You know what I'm saying? That's dope. I see you stream your head. I see you. But yeah, Zach is gone. Oh, he gone? Oh, he said the new coach won't keep him. Niggas, I'm surprised they keeping him there. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I don't like that yet at all. But so my mindset is us as Falcons fans, we need to understand if we're gonna have a revolving door, if we're gonna have a revolving door, what comes along the rewards and consequences of us getting rid of Raheem, the rewards and consequences of us getting rid of Rich McKay, us getting rid of Terry Fontenot. And I know they're having talks with Matt Ryan taking a more taking a front office role. Matt Ryan as the GM, who knows? It's gonna be very interesting. What's good, ATL 2251? What's popping? They said they never announced. They never announced. Coach Bentley. Let go with head coach is fired. Oh, Trey being traded. Oh, Trey. Oh, Trey. Trey Young. Trey Young been traded. Let's see. Let's go look. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, is that good for the Atlanta Hawks? I mean, it seemed like they were doing better without him. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. But if you haven't subscribed to the Lochness podcast on YouTube, my road to 500 subs, please go down to the Lochness podcast channel on YouTube, sub, and I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do for y'all. For my 500 subs, try to give out something that's autographed that I have or something like that. Trying to get my Bijan Robinson. I'm gonna get another one. My Bijan Robinson figurine. Try to get that signed, and hopefully he signed both of them so I can keep one for myself and then probably gift somebody else that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, besides that, fuck with your boy, you know what I'm talking about? Fuck with your boy. So is will the Atlanta Falcons fan trust the process? Will we have the patience and the grace to be like, okay, because y'all, one thing about Raheem Morris's team, Atlanta Falcons, he did get us out of that 7-10 by one game for 2 years in a row. Really short leash. It's like if we're in the win now, I don't. And the question is like, did we give him a fair shake? I honestly believe it takes 3 years, y'all. I honestly believe it takes 3 years. So you come in, you assess the team. Oh, he's traded to the Wizards for McCollum and Carey. Oh, McCollum be shooting. You come in, assess the team. Second year, you put together a team. Third year, you buy in. That's just how the way my framework works. You come in, assess the team. Second year, you put together the team. Third year, you create the buy-in. Did I like some of the things that he was doing on the field? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was atrocious at most or at best. But do I feel like he got a fair shake? It was like he was kind of put into a situation where, unfortunately, it was like do or die. It was unfortunate. It was like, bro, you got to come in. You can't be talking about I'm trying to find a way. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't about finding a way. It's about we about to get it happen. Like, and I think what really plagued us, and I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100%. I honestly don't feel. I'm gonna ask y'all this question: do y'all honestly feel like we gave this man a fair shake with this team that was riddled with a whole bunch of injuries? Let's just be 100%. Be 100% one. We can keep it 100. We can keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck here. With all the injuries that we had, do you really think this man deserved to be fired? What's up, my boy? Guys, we gotta find a way. What's up, Ray? Yeah, so honestly, what's good? What's good? What's up, Blue? Southside. So can you honestly say that he should have been fired based off of this performance this year? Because we was riddled with a lot of injuries, y'all. And I think it was a lot of behind the scenes that played the productivity of this team. And you can say all day, like, oh, it's the head coach. I deal with people all the time, but it's the different people's attitudes. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I can't make a grown person do this. I can't make, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Terry calls Morris the job. I think he spent too much money trying to get a cute. I honestly believe that whole paying Kirk Cousins that amount of money was crazy work. Have y'all heard about? Yep. He said, never mind. I believe he deserved to be fired, especially after losing to the damn Jets. They say it's any given Sunday for a reason. And the hungrier team will win. Nothing's a give me. I don't feel like him. Is he like a defensive coach or he an offensive coach? I know he's a losing coach. So that's all I really know. I really never really looked into him because I didn't believe he was our guy. I never base it off of skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Melanated skin or not. See, a lot of people trying to get this melanated skin over here. And I feel like that's what we lost as fans. Like the city felt like we need we need a black head coach. As soon as they let him go, let's go over here to Todd Bowles. Oh, let's go over here to where the Steelers was at. Like, why? Why can't it just be about the better man making the team be better and we're winning? You remember that time? And this is a shout out to the fans and how some of us really are when they was complaining that how we were winning. We was like 5-1, and they was complaining how we won. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of fans complaining about how you've won. It's crazy work. Still wondering why Trey chose the Wizards. Man, who cares? They was looking better without him. I honestly believe like building a team takes 3 years. It's not a microwavable fix. Y'all gotta understand this, and I need y'all to understand this again. I need y'all to understand this. We about to go back to a rebuild. We're in a soft rebuild. I know they was talking about, Jim Harbaugh is in, you know what I'm saying? He done got released by the Ravens. It's just crazy. But then again, it was just their organization been going down. They'll get right there to a point they can beat, they lose. Yeah, after a while, it's like, hey, bro, maybe we need to get a new person. Maybe you ain't working out. My eyes are on John Harbaugh. He's a winning coach. He's a winning coach more than Raheem Morris. But then you think about it like this: you had Belichick right there too. If he not the winningest coach, did he not make a dynasty? Did he not take no name people and make them names? Ain't that what we have on our team? No names, really? Right? Zach Robinson, I think the head coach needs to be the one who calls the plays. Do I think Harbaugh, if you take what Ravens have and you bring Harbaugh over here, we got a good running back. If not, I'm sorry. We have the best running back. Let me be 100%. We need a better O-line. Let's be 100%. We need better weapons on the outside. Let's be 100%. We need a better offensive coaching scheme. Let's be 100%. And this tight end that we call Kyle Pitts Sr. Let's just be 100% about Kyle Pitts. Just let him go. Let him go. He reminds me of Grady Jarrett. If you can put up 3 tuds, all them yards, you could have been doing that all this time. Inconsistency. And you can't be like, well, the game plan, you can't be considered an X factor that never takes over a game. No. My eyes. Who's my eyes on? My eyes are on any coach that can make this team make it to the playoffs and win the South. Let's start by winning the South first. Let's start by winning those close games. Let's start by beating teams that we should have beat. A coach that can get us all the things that was plaguing us this past year season. Let's get a coach that can improve on that. Let's get a coach that the men in the locker room buy into. Let's get a coach that can make those in-game adjustments, that we're not losing because we allowed them to come back and we go into overtime and then they beat us in overtime. You know what I'm saying? Let whatever head coach that can bring, the best out of all our people we have, a person that can take the pieces that we already have, take other pieces and create something that we haven't seen in 8 years. A playoff contender. I wouldn't even say I want to absolutely trample the division. You had to have a team that's galvanized. You know how many times, how much all the time people used to be like, oh, I hate seeing Kansas City all the time. Regardless of what, they was a well-managed team. You look at the Buffalo Bills, they're well-managed till it's time to make a playoff run. You look at the Eagles. If you can't do it, the easiest way to build a team is build a super team. And when you can get rid of a couple of pieces, bring in better pieces, like that's just what it is. Bring a super team. Get players that already played with each other in college. Pause that. But it's like you have to, and I think that Ike Hilliard and Ray McLeod situation, with us not really knowing what went down, but went down. It was a lot of stuff that, if I can't call you out, and who can I call out? And I think it was just a shit show behind the scenes that affected everybody. And then it reminds you, it was like Desmond Ritter all over again. When people start losing, is you losing. Mike Hollins saying something about Desmond Ritter passing. Mariota, not Double M not doing what he need. Like I'm telling you, it's we're plagued with the same style of play. We need to get somebody that's gonna switch it up. Getting rid of the people that they got rid of. It was time for a change. It's just what it is. But this is gonna set us up for the next 10 years, y'all. It takes 3 years to build a team, to me. And after that, you can't have a revolving door. Ubrick, hey, our defense we was the best. We had at one point in time, we was the best offense and the best defense. That's not coincidental. We had the most sacks next to the goddamn shout out to Myles Garrett, my boy. But give a shout out to JPJ. Look, bro, I don't know why. Can somebody please help y'all understand? We already got our number 1 draft pick. We don't care about a number 1 draft pick in this draft class. We got him already. And he's proven. Like, I don't understand why people don't see that. Bro had double-digit sacks. Double-digit sacks as a rookie. And he was our second number 1 draft pick. And he's proven. Why we still whining about a draft pick? We gave the Rams a draft pick, but we got a proven player right now. He's just proved why we got him. We got 2 number 1 draft picks. We got both our draft picks in 1 year, so we don't need the next. We already got them. I'm confused at why people don't understand that. Why we don't understand that? It'd be baffling to me. I'm a little bit befuddled. You say fuck them. Fuck them pigs. And like I said, it's just like saying this guy had a double-digit sacks. I'm almost like I'm trying to have my boy sign my jersey. Of course, I got a JPJ jersey. Of course I do. I don't even have a. Yes, I do. I have a Michael Walker too. I have a Michael Walker and a JPJ. Now I gotta get a Xavier Watts. Now, hopefully, one, two, or three of them guys gonna be at our party that we have for the Dirty Birds Nest. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to bring my jersey and a pen because I want somebody. I want somebody to sign it. I want somebody to sign my jersey. Somebody gonna be there. Hopefully, it's one of them. Did we restructure Kurt's contract for him to return next year, or was that done for the next team? I think it was done for him to give us cap. We're gonna, from what I've heard, he's getting $2 million next year. Well, this year, 26, he's getting $2 million, and then he's getting 67 million in 2028. So by that time, we can shop him off somewhere else, and then hopefully they'll take some of his contract, and then we won't be in cap hell, and we'll have a lot of that money that we don't have to give him, where we can go get a veteran QB, we can go get a bridge QB, we can go see some free agency players, we can go get a wideout that's already seasoned but can make shit happen. So it's restructuring, not for him to come back. It's really, from what I've heard, is for him to receive his accommodations still, just in a later year, and he still can get shopped, because that helps us. Because if we're gonna pay him later on and he's able to go somewhere else, they don't really have to even take up his contract. He can just freely just go to where he needs to go. And we can go ahead and trade him out before March, or whatever. It's really just to help the team out. We still want to do right by you, so we don't want our contract to prevent you from going anywhere. So let's take your money and move it to the back end, so you can go ahead and maneuver out, and then go to where you need to go. And we'll have to pay you that 67 mil next year after that, when every year the cap goes up. And then if we can cut a deal when we say, hey, we're gonna pay him 67 million, so we'll pay him 47 mil, y'all take 20 mil, off us, take, what I'm saying? It's always ways to do stuff. But at the end of the day, change is gonna come. Our change is gonna come. Like, Ravens letting Harbaugh go. He's a good coach. I really think, will he make this team better? Yeah, I mean, I think he's a coach that can make things happen. But the problem about him is, just like with Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson will be the best regular season person like Dak Prescott can be. But when it comes to the playoffs, but Harbaugh is he's a coach of the year. I think he's also somebody that has won a Super Bowl. So, and he's made those decisions, and probably this is a fresh start for him. It's a lot of teams that need people, and it's all about how I believe with us, we have a talented team that just missing a couple of pieces. Head coach is one of them. And I honestly believe we're the least messed up team out there, out of the messed up teams. Out of the teams that need a head coach, I think we're one of the most talented ones. So it's almost like, okay, hey man, I got this recipe. Only thing you have to do is go get salt and pepper, and then we can be cooking with grease, you know what I'm saying? Rather than, I need you to get salt, pepper, grease. I need you to go ahead and pay the bill. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of teams, it's a lot of stuff other teams really have to. So we already got people that play together. Like, even our O-line, getting a couple of more people, getting somebody to take over for Jake Matthews. Hopefully McGarry comes back the way he needs to be. Lindstrom is Lindstrom. Nuzul, getting a nose tackle for the defense. Getting a center, some depth, getting a tight end that can give you Kyle Pitts production, but block better. Hell, you can do that with two people. like I said, with Kyle Pitts, like I mentioned before, it's more like a Grady Jarrett situation where if I can get your numbers with a multiple of people for less, I'll take that. Because like I said, Kyle Pitts will get lost in the game. He'll have 2 or 3 big catches. You won't see him again. Because he's so ball focused. It's almost to a point like he can't be ball focused. Pause that. And we got a Drake London that gets to it. You know what I'm talking about? As Jim Harbaugh comes, do you think we can make a playoff run with Kirk Cousins? We're not. Kirk Cousins is not going to be here. But if we did have Kirk Cousins, I think the problem with Kurt, he's not. We're not giving him enough time. He doesn't have that fast throw. His the way he throws, it's not like Michael Penix. Michael Penix has a younger arm. Kirk Cousins has that Phillip Rivers style. Like he got to get time to do what he do. He'll make the throws. Don't think he can't make the throws. Give him time. And that starts with the O-line. So whoever the O-line coach is, or if Harbaugh, whoever comes down and they can get a better guy to teach these guys. But y'all got to understand, our first year, like I said, just like Raheem Morris, we were 7-10 3 years in a row. Now we're 8-9. We improved by 1 game, 8-9 2 years in a row. Now we're going to be 9-8. Hopefully, we can be 10-7 and win the division. So, and then that's another thing that sweetens the pot is our division. You don't have to do too much. Tampa Bay, the Falcons, and Carolina was damn near all this. If not the same, we all had the same. Then we all have like the same. What's the name? It's crazy that Carolina is on top. That's crazy work. Don't we all have the same? It's crazy. Our standings. Bro, 8-9 for all of us. Carolina just had the better record because they beat us twice. Isn't that weird? We're all 8-9. Carolina beat us twice. And that's why I said, whoever was talking to us that second time we played Carolina, and they didn't say, y'all put up 0 against these busters, y'all gonna let these busters come up. It was sad. Where was Kyle Pitts at then? Definitely not gonna play Kyle Pitts. Definitely not gonna pay Kyle Pitts. Banana Jack, you can go. Thank you for your service. I don't see until we get a mobile quarterback that can throw and not pull turnovers like Kirk Cousins. Okay, so my whole thing about that, we don't need a super mobile quarterback. We need somebody that can move around in the pocket. Hopefully that's what you mean, because most of the time when you say mobile, people are thinking they finna get the Michael Vick experience again. We ain't getting that. We don't need that. We just need somebody that's gonna move around the pocket. Stafford will move around the pocket. Baker Mayfield will move around in the pocket. He said my top choices are Harbaugh, Clint, and Stefanski. Stefanski, I don't know what he was doing with old boy in the Browns, but remember with Stefanski, my boy had like 20 quarterbacks, man. And I don't know what was going on with him and Shador, but my boy had 20 quarterbacks. We ain't trying to have 20 quarterbacks. I'm gonna just be Clint Kubiak. I think mobile in the pocket that ain't Kurt, not Sam Bradford needs Penix. There's nothing really wrong with Penix, bro. I can tell y'all right now, they need to train Penix to be more have pocket awareness. There's nothing wrong with his arms. People are like, oh, his ACL, Matt Ryan was hurting. put some fucking braces on his legs, make him get to a point where he's learning how to move. And that's coaching. Maybe Harbaugh or whoever come there will coach my boy better. Stefanski is still a good coach. He just put a bad situation last year and this year. I mean, if that's the case, that's the same thing with Raheem. He had a bad situation last year and this year. Is he a good coach? I ain't saying that, but we did get 8 and 9 when we were 7 and 10 3 years in a row. Man, that dude got 3 ACLs. I don't see it. 3 ACLs. I don't see it. I'm gonna be 100%. He didn't get a fair shake. He's like Ritter to me. Would I rather keep him? Keep my boy. Keep my boy. Keep my boy. Said 2027 we dropped a quarterback. We said it. Yeah, we know to the Wizards. We can't have a quarterback situation, man. Like I said, Kurt is gone because if he don't want to be here, we don't need nobody that's openly saying that they don't want to be here. Kyle Pitts, don't bring back Kyle Pitts. You don't bring back Kyle Pitts unless you're going to find a way or a head coach or an offensive coordinator that's going to be able to have Bijan get off, pause, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. You have too many weapons on the offense to have mediocre play. Kyle Pitts just didn't do enough to me. Even if you look at his numbers, if you want to just go totality of his numbers, and I know that's what some people gonna say. Oh yeah, 3 touchdowns, record game. But it's like the cloud that's hovering over him is, oh, this is also contract year. Oh, this is also, and then it was like, oh, where was you at all season? Why we didn't get this version of you? Because he's a ball dominant tight end. He's like Kelsey was ball dominant in a way because he was just good at what he does. Like it was like Gronkowski. They were just good. Kyle Pitts ain't that. Kittle in San Francisco. He did what he like. Some people are just elite in their position. I don't think Kyle Pitts is elite in his position. Therefore, if we was to keep a Kyle Pitts, I would move him to wide receiver. And then that would be our number 1 and number 2 wide receiver. And then you get another tight end. If we was to keep Kyle Pitts, that's what I would do. I would move Kyle Pitts to be wide receiver 2. So him and Drake London can be, so we don't have to draft another wide receiver. Well, I think we should give a fair shake to the practice squad people and then move Kyle Pitts to the wide out and get another tight end that actually plays tight end. So I was going to talk about the Kurt restructuring, but that's what the Kurt restructuring was. It was just basically, let's move your money to the back end so you can freely not be inept from getting, an opportunity at another. You don't want your contract to be what facilitates or not facilitate a trade to where you want to go, because sometimes people are not going to want to take on that money. So we'll move it. And sometimes they'll restructure stuff just so they can restructure later. And then be like, okay, look, 30, we'll have that off. We'll give you 30 on the front, 30 on the back, or 32 point something, 33. You know what I'm saying? It's just how business works. So expect the unexpected. Like, what I mean by expect the unexpected, don't expect this turn. Don't expect when Harbaugh gets here, or Clint or Stefanski. Don't expect when they get down here, it's going to be immediate change. They got to find their people. Like I said, we're on a soft rebuild. It's going to be a revolving door. Ubrick safe. he has to sit down with Ubrick, make sure the mindset, this is what we did. Because you look at our defense, understanding like, hey man, we got to get some big uglies in the middle, nose tackle. Somebody can push the pocket. Somebody that can help us, stop the runs. Sometimes Onyemata, he wasn't in there. Ruka's coming. Ruka's stepping up. Like I said, we was getting a lot of pressure, y'all. Like we was getting a lot of pressure. Shout out to our defense, bro. Like for being the second best in the league in sacks when we didn't see none of that. We didn't have no pass rush, no nothing. So shout out to our defense for that. So that Ubrick is safe. So they just need to find out, Ubrick, what else you need? What else is needed? DBs, we need to get some man covering DBs. This zone, they get cooked all the time. But for the most part, the DBs do their thing. Shout out to Xavier Watts for tying Deion Sanders 5 interceptions on his rookie season. That's awesome. Billy Bowman, when he's not hurt, awesome. Kobe Bryant, she's straight. When he's concussed, still awesome. So it's like we have a good team. It's our offense that really needs a little step up. And sometimes it might be, it's just like, even when they came back and did that play action pass from Kirk Cousins to Mooney, we never seen that again. When everybody was like, we could have been doing this. Oh, yeah. But they were like, why you couldn't do that with Michael Penix or whatever? And it was like, even after Kirk Cousins was playing, we never seen that again. Even when Mooney it was like Kirk Cousins was making some boo-boo ass throws. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But like I said, expect the unexpected. Don't expect, hopefully the fans understand that us as, students of the game, content creators, people that represent the logo, people that represent the Falcons, and we understand, and we're fans of the red and black. We understand that it's not gonna be pretty. We still got a lot to do. Hope they don't overuse Bijan, and that's how they gonna overuse him is because they have to get other things clicking. Like, we know Bijan is Bijan. We know he's fucking awesome. But the problem about that is the rest of the offense isn't. Especially if Drake London don't get in the rhythm. Sometimes Drake London, like, he's not fully healthy. So his game, Drake London, man, get my boy his flowers. Because if he didn't go down, he was on pace to have a record season too. So that's why I'm so like critical about Kyle Pitts, because I'm like, bro, you got a Drake London doing his thing. Bro, you should be up there doing your thing too, my boy. Or are they guarding you, they double guarding you, so I'm like, no, man. Maybe like I said, he need to be ball dominant. He can't be ball dominant if he got Drake London in front of him. He can't be ball dominant if he got Bijan in front of him. So Bijan is number one. Drake London is number two. We need complementary people and they didn't even feature Algier a lot. And then they put him in situations where it was just obvious that Algier's going to get the ball. Then it was just obvious that Bijan finna get the ball. Luckily, Bijan got his little to get past a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, we just need to do better. Do better with the scheme, do better with the line. We need Pitts to be a wide receiver. We need a real tight end and play Tyler Algier. That's what I just said. That's what I said. Let Pitts be our wide receiver too. Get a real tight end. And then we won't have to worry about we can just bring Nick Nash up, bring Blair up. Seals, he was doing okay, but he got lost. Drummond's quick, but he got lost. It's like consistency. We need game changers. You can't be somebody that when Drake London go down, you that dude. Be that dude all the time. That's how Drake London is. Drake London was that dude. He's that dude all the time. He's our featured wide receiver. That's why I'm so critical about Kyle Pitts. He's supposed to be this X factor and all of this and praises and all of that. But prove it all the time. Consistency. I mean, I know people have their bad days, but my boy, he'll get two good catches and get missing, bro. Like, for real. We won't even see this man no more or anymore. It'll be crazy. I'm like, bro, is Kyle Pitts out there? I had to ask, what Kyle Pitts at? Oh, there he is. Well, I'm looking like, bro, what you doing? So it's like I said, don't expect a fast turnaround. Don't expect a fast turnaround. It's gonna take time. We in another rebuild, y'all. We just move. We take 5 steps forward, 6 steps back. Getting rid of Raheem, Terry, and Rich McKay, but it's gonna be crazy because now, like the moves that we make and the things that we gonna have to be sitting in this muck, or we're gonna have to sit in this success for the next 5 to 10 years. We don't have a Rich McKay in the way. So if they give Matt Ryan, this is probably his first time. We gotta give him grace with that. If Matt Ryan was saying Matt Ryan becomes the GM or something, say who knows? They say a front office position. Saying we get somebody to replace Rich McKay or the dude, whoever. They moved up, I think, or whatever. Then just think, okay, the new head coach don't like OC. So OC gone. So he want to find his own OC. Or saying he want to be the offensive coordinator. Maybe the head coach want to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And still let Ulbrich do his thing. And then they sit down and say, hey, what is needed, what he feel like is needed. So because my boy was so adamant about, hey, I'm good, they like me, then I'm gonna down, they like me, and then boom, that not even you, Terry, out of here. Bye. Rich McKay, good night. Bye. So because it's like the stench, like y'all carrying the stench of losing 2 years. Like it was like we gotta win now. We gotta bring somebody in that can put the butts in the seats, somebody that can sit here and lead men. Not everybody can lead men. And then they probably lost because it was a lot of locker room stuff that probably was like, hey man, we can't have this type of stuff in the locker room. And but I honestly feel like we're trending in the right direction, but y'all gotta understand that it's gonna be 10 years. So like if we get this right and we do what we need to do in this organization, does a turnaround and we're built the right way, because we built the team the right way. But now we're building the infrastructure the right way, with hopefully by picking the right people and not picking buddies, and friends. You want a job? You want to be the OC? It's your first time? I don't care. It don't matter, man. I just, hey, look at the book. Look at the manual on how to do it. We got Bijan. Just run the ball through with Bijan. So we just need to I don't know. It's like mixed feelings. It's like the fear of the unknown. Like we can be like, hey, Stefanski, we got Clint Kubiak or whatever. We got Jim Harbaugh, okay. And then all of a sudden they pick somebody else. You be like, what? Why you pick him? Like you got a Belichick, and you say, you know what we really want? This losing quarterback named Raheem. That will be the best. Like who thought that? Who thought that? We want this losing quarterback. I mean, this losing head coach. This dude who didn't get it right in 3 different places. And it's like, what? Oh, he got lineage to the Atlanta Falcons. Get up out of here. Never like that. But do y'all have any questions before I ride out? I don't care about the Trae Young trade. When I looked at the Hawks, they seemed like they was doing better without him. Just be 100%. He said, I had no words when they hired that idiot. Yeah, I was just like, they were Raheem a dream. I was like, what? Get up out of here. Rise up. What's happening? Yeah, I was just like, what we doing? I'm like, why would we? I was confused. I was like, you passed on Belichick? And then people was complaining, look at his age. I'm like, y'all acting like this man finna run out down the field and tackle some people. He gonna be telling them what to do. The one person that took no names and made them a dynasty. What? And we don't have no names on our team, technically. We don't have high-end names. I'm like, what y'all doing? Belichick would have got us a tight end. He probably could have developed Kyle Pitts. He had Gronkowski. You know, man, come on, man. And you know, when the Patriots had their team, for a good minute, their whole squad was together. Come on, man. He said, when the new coach does, how many wins do you expect? When the new coach comes on in, how many wins I expect? 10-7. 10 wins. We'll be 10-7. And that will be enough to beat own the division. Can you imagine all three of us are 8-9? That's crazy work. I give us 10 wins. Yeah, I give us 10 wins. 10-7. They said we weren't gonna win no more than 7 wins this season, and we got 8. So we beat that odds. So I give them 10 wins. And I give them 10 wins because even this year, 2 of the wins that were stupid losses, San Francisco, it was 3 of them. San Francisco, the Jets, in Miami were stupid losses. Just stupid. It was just stupid. You compete Tua with one eye? What? He had a career day. He had a career day. The Jets. And then San Francisco, everybody on their team was hurt. Everybody that was worth playing was hurt. And we didn't beat them at all. Come on, man. Getting shut out by Carolina's. I think that had something to do with the locker room. I can't, like, whatever was said, because I got times when they come into the locker room when they win and they hit his man, hey, I gotta get some game balls. Pause that. Hey, I gotta get some game balls. Hey, who was lights out? Who found a way? I gotta get some game balls. Who found a way? Zane Gonzalez, you found a way. Hey, Bijan, I told you he's the best. He's the best running back in the league. He's still the number 1 running back in the league. Couldn't do it without him. Couldn't get a win without him. Gotta get some game balls. Found a way. Bijan found a way. Face ass. Just seeing him it's just like, why are you here? I was like, why are you here, bro? I don't know. I don't know the man personally. I don't know what it takes. What comes with the job is scrutiny. When we win, it's about the head coach and the quarterback. When we lose, it's about the head coach and the quarterback. We was just not finding a way every week. He said we got out-coached by San Francisco. And that just lets you know it's not about the players, it's about the coach and buying in and believing. These guys, after that whole Ike Hilliard, who got Mooney looking like a beast, they got Drake London looking like a beast. That wide receiver coach, people liked him, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if they called him back and say, "Hey, bro, you want your opportunity. We're gonna talk to the head coach and You know what I'm saying? And he might feel like as long as that other nigga gone, and that might be his verse, it might say on the phone, that other nigga gone. Oh, hey. As long as he ain't there, I mean it be like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, but whew, I'm just 2 years. We was like, who we going? We was just here just 2 years ago, y'all. But at least this time we know we got a defense. Being up 21-0 against the Rams, I knew they were a great team, but it's said it was scored to be. Say the thing about being 21 and 0 against the Rams. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna put y'all. Let's play. Let's go back to the future. Okay. It reminded me when we had Smith. We had so many Smiths, Mike Smiths. We had so many Smiths. Arthur Smith, Mike Smith. They had so many head coaches with the last name Smith. You remember when Mike, our head coach, we will always be up and this mofo, red face like a red cherry, will always try to play the clock. One of the things that made the Patriots so great is because they played to win. If you couldn't match them with points, then you're going to lose. And they will run up the points on you. It wasn't no, let's just kick a field goal. It wasn't no, let's just run the clock out. Because then when you let them score, and then you don't have enough time to score, you just fucked yourself. Literally. So I never understood the ideology of when we're up, let's deviate from what we was doing. Let's play, oh, we're up 21. Let's allow Stafford. Stafford's not a slouch. Clearly, he's a Hall of Famer. Let's let Stafford just sit back there and just throw. He's going to make a mistake. Clearly, he's going to make one. But if you already got your foot on a neck, like it feels good to dominate. Ask the Patriots right now. Ask Denver right now. Ask the Jaguars. It feels good to be like, who was expecting the Jaguars to be like that? Ask the Seahawks. Hey, man. And I think we're trying to get the Seahawks offensive coordinator to be our head coach, right? This one of the people, right? The dude from the Seahawks, who obviously got it figured out. Clint Kubiak. Yeah, Clint, right? Yeah, so at the end of the day, doesn't it feel good not to say we got a fucking kicker problem? We had so many issues this year. A kicker went through. It's crazy, bro. This was a crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know we were like, kick Raheem up out of there, but he wasn't kicking the field goals. He wasn't Kyle Pitts dropping the passes. He wasn't Kirk Cousins throwing to the other team. He wasn't Mooney like, not catching the passes. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's just like I said, man. Be prepared for the unexpected. If we get a Clint Kubiak and he comes down here, an offensive head coach, and he takes us and makes us better, and and they come together and get people in free agency that's gonna make our defense even more, you know, be like some more. Like I said, we already got a great defense, but we want better pieces, and just don't deviate from what you did. Just improve on what you need to improve on. You know, second best in sacks this year. You can't beat that. Got a rookie, first draft pick, 10 sacks, can't beat that. Xavier Watts, 5 INTs, can't beat that. Billy, I remember when we paid Bates, and everybody like, y'all overpaid for Bates. But my boy been proving that he's the best safety out there in the game. 2 years, like I think it was 2 or 3 years. This dude had a INT and a run back or something. He was the first to ever do something. The first to ever do something in the NFL. Bates was. Stop playing. Get him his cheese. We gotta pay Bijan. If y'all want to bring back Onyemata, if y'all want to bring back Kate Ellis, I honestly believe about bringing back Kate Ellis. Onyemata, if he'll come back, bring back Onyemata. They wasn't bad. We just need a true nose tackle though. And a defensive line coach that can we're aggressive, but I don't know. It's like we good. We this 4-man rush, I think that's the problem too. We can't do 4-man rush. Sometimes they get there, and then sometimes his brain just rush. Because when you do the 4-man, that means you got people in the back and they still getting burnt because you playing cover. Let's get some man cover in DBs. Let's get a DB that's gonna be like, hey, who's the best? Who's their best wide out? I got him all game. I got him all wherever he line up at, I'm there. That's what we need. But besides that, man, like I said, man, just a little short. But yeah, besides that, man, like I said, man, we're in a point right now where we're gonna have to make some decisions. It's gonna be like a soft reboot. Like I said, we've moved up. Like it's gonna be more of the same, y'all. We gotta go through this. It's gotta be. We're changing the culture again. Like now, it's really gonna change with Terry Fontenot and Rich McKay gone. So just imagine this is going to be a whole different ball game. So if it trends in the right direction, this is going to be us for the next 10 years, the next 5 to 10 years. You know, so hopefully it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people like Matt Ryan. And so at the end of the day, expect the unexpected, man. Like I said, let's give them grace. Let's because like I said, the new head coach still gonna have to find his players. He's got to find his coaches. They got to buy into what he's saying. The players might do like they did Andy Reid. They might play even better because they didn't like Raheem. That's a possibility too. They might ball out next season because they didn't want this dude. Who knows? It's so much up in the air now. We just got to trust the process. So like I said, trust the process. So man, this is gonna be me heading out after that. That's gonna be my segue to head up out of here. Cause like I say, hey, if you haven't followed your boy, follow your boy on the Lochness podcast on YouTube. Get me to 500 subs. If you know somebody, just tell them, hey, just go ahead and sign on to my boy if you like Atlanta Falcon content. If you hear me. He said the league not gonna have any black owners saying a lot about the NFL. Call a spade, a duck a duck. That's the bigger issue to me. Man, I really don't like. I really don't like to get into the skin politics. So get the best man for the job, and for some reason, look. You seen the results. Only great thing that happened is we did improve from 7-10 to 8-9. I have us winning 10 games next season. I believe with a new head coach, I think in keeping partially almost like the same team, I honestly believe they're going to actually play for somebody different because they didn't probably buy into finding a way. But we out of here. So I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Like I said, I couldn't get y'all on Tuesday, but I came back this late night on this Wednesday. You feel me? I might make this my time too. I might do a double back-to-back show. I might do a show currently and then come back with something that's different. We're gonna see. Off season coming up. It's a lot. I'm pretty sure they probably get hard, but they probably like, oh shit, Ravens, thank you, and they probably hit him up real quick. Land my boy. It is what it is, but yeah. Shit, Deion Sanders down here. People go crazy. Like I say, whoever we get, bro, I feel like it's gonna be a breath of fresh air for the squad. They're gonna get us 10 wins. I think it's gonna be 10-7. That's gonna be enough to win the division. Because right now we all looking. There's no way you can tell me that the Carolina Panthers is better than the Falcons. I know that Tampa Bay has some play, like some pieces on their team. I just ain't with that. I just ain't with that. But like I say, man, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, sitting here with your boy. I'm about to head in and go night. Long day tomorrow, man. Peace.